How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 6 of The Last of Us. This episode is titled Kin. But yeah, last episode, a lot happened. We got to see Sam and Henry, we got to see how the people in Kansas took over from Fedra in the quarantine zone. Yeah, we got to learn about Kathleen's past and why she wants to go after Henry so bad, because he killed her brother, or got her brother killed. Even though her motivations were kind of weak, to be honest, and she didn't make for the best villain. Like, why prioritize killing Henry over the safety of your people? Like, really? Like, and the thing she said last episode too, like, the world doesn't revolve around you, Henry. But yet, you're saying that while also doing the things you're doing just for your brother and to get revenge. Right? Like, the world doesn't revolve around you either, sunshine. Yeah, we got to see a cool dynamic between Joel and Henry and Sam and Ellie, which was really cool. We got the sewer section, we got the note from Ish and Danny, and then we got the sniper shootout scene, which was pretty good. Like, Joel didn't want to kill the sniper guy, versus the game where he fucks that guy up. He didn't want to kill him because he was an older guy, and I don't know why he even aimed at Joel. He could have just let them go, but it is what it is. And then there was a massive shootout with Kathleen's people and Infected, where we also got to see the first bloater in the show, which is a menace. I saw some of the behind the scenes videos too. Oh man, they nailed it. Interesting that you didn't throw any kind of acid things at anyone, but I guess they're changing it up for the show because there is no spores, right? Maybe for the second season, we'll see. Maybe there could be a more aggressive version of the bloater. I don't know how. Still, he ripped Perry's head off, which was basically from the game. And of course we had the child infected, or the child clicker, which, that's new. Which also killed Kathleen. Beat the ever-loving shit out of her face, which was fucking hilarious. And then of course we had the sad ending of Sam being bit, and Ellie trying to save him, which was new. But it was basically the full-on scene from the game. Henry shoots his brother, then shoots himself. However, they kind of extended it out to where they buried them and stuff. And Ellie left a note saying, "I'm sorry," which was sad. But in the game, they just straight up cut to black as soon as Henry shoots himself. It hits hard. But yeah, it was a pretty jam-packed episode overall. But considering we're at the halfway point, I do feel like the show is rushing certain things. Right? We only have 9 episodes, and the characters that we spend time with in the show, we barely get enough time with them. You know what I mean? In the game, I said it last reaction, we spend at least maybe 2 hours with Sam and Henry. In the show, it's you spend 1 episode with them, why do I care? Same thing with Tess, really, 1 episode. In the game, you spend 3 or 4 hours with her. But I guess it does depend on how you play the game. If you play the game a little bit slower and you explore, obviously it's going to take a bit of time to get to Tessa's death and Sam and Henry's death. But if you speed run through it, obviously you're going to get past them sections a lot faster, and Tess would die within the 40-minute mark probably. But yeah, I assume this episode, based on the story of the game, we're going to be in Wyoming and potentially reunite with Tommy. We'll see. Yeah, that basically sums it up. So let's stop dilly-dallying around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode. Why are we getting this? The fuck? We just had this. That's how the game did it, basically. I feel like that hits harder. Just cut into black. So we've skipped some time. Makes sense. Who is this?
And the gun.
Oh.
Who the hell are you?
I didn't recognise that guy's voice. Speak again.
Why did you shoot him?
The gun's all the way over there.
So, is that fucking Rain's fault from Red Dead 2?
He's got a girl with him.
I just say.
Joe, come on, there's 1,000.
Who's this little psycho?
Never mind her. We're somewhere here. Exactly where? And your answer better be the same as your wife's.
Oh, okay. Joel, calm down.
We found a great place to hide, I guess.
Hide? Came here before you were born, Sonny.
So,
Get the hell away from everybody.
I didn't want to.
She didn't want to, but it was the best decision they probably made.
Anywhere people used to be, you can't go there no more.
So you haven't heard the name Tommy?
Nope.
There are Firefly people?
You got any advice on the best way west?
Go east.
That was in the trailer.
What's past the river?
Death.
Oh,
We never seen who's out there. If your brother's west of the river, he's gone.
nah. I like that he's got his like jacket from the game.
Joel, are you okay? Joel?
Shut up.
Holy shit, are you dying?
Okay, I'm
He's
okay.
panicking.
I'm fine.
No, but are you? Because just a reminder that if you're dead, I'm fucked.
Shut up, fine.
A little like music there. Interesting.
All we have to do is cross the river of death.
What if he was getting like PTSD, or was it just a sheer panic attack, thinking about Tommy potentially being dead? These shots. The music.
There's some caves along the river. We'll set up camp there, cross in the morning.
Good.
The campfire scene that we never saw in the game. Was his soul's fucking coming off because of all that walking? The Northern Lights. Holy shit.
Can I have some?
No.
What? Just to warm up.
Sure, whatever. See Apocalypse.
It's so gross.
Just had it before.
Like, what do we do?
Oh, it's a we?
Ooh.
Ranch.
Cool. What kind?
Sheep.
Interesting.
And what about you? Where are you gonna go?
Space. Astronaut.
Or else to look what up.
Sally Ride.
Sally fucking Ride. Best astronaut name ever. It'll work, right?
No.
The vaccine.
No. No. I mean, they basically spoiled it in the first episode.
Tried what?
Oh,
And
she's
he
telling
was
him.
infected. I rubbed some of my blood into his bite.
Well, I reckon it's a lot more complicated than that.
Mm-hmm.
If she says they can do it, they can do it.
I don't think that's how it works, though, Joel.
Want to take first watch or second?
I'll do both.
Still mumbling in your sleep.
You can't do things like this.
But I can. Because I just did. What can I say, man? I'm a natural.
Oh.
Give me the good. She won't be able to shoot that. She'll go flying.
Wake me up next time.
Yes, sir.
Oh. A bridge. Jesus fucking Christ. Why do you shoot? You just alerted everyone to your presence. That's not what you do, Joel. If you do that in DayZ, people are coming. This is like one of the first shots we've seen from the trailers, right? The shots, man. Holy fuck. The cinematography. How have they got that shot? Crane, probably? Oh my god. That could literally just be a poster for the show.
I'm learning how to whistle.
You don't know how to whistle?
Does it sound like I know how to whistle?
No.
That happens early on in the game. At Billstown. Seems a bit too calm. Something's gonna happen. Why would you cross like an open field like that? Huh.
Damn.
The dam.
So that made electricity?
Yeah. Don't ask me, I don't have a clue.
I like the way he talked about the dam in the game. I know what it is, I don't know how it does it.
What if this is the river of death?
Uh-oh. I mean, that's what happens when you stand out in an open fucking field.
Drop the gun.
Alright.
How about we just talk this through?
How about you shut the fuck up?
Okay.
Easy.
Language, dude.
You've been near infected?
There's no infected out here.
The hell there ain't. If you're infected, he will smell it and he will rip you up.
Maybe you can't smell it in Ellie?
Now her.
Shit. What an interesting way to do this. Uh-oh. Joel?
What are you doing out here?
Looking for my brother Tommy.
Just looking for my brother.
Is that Maria?
What's her name?
Joel.
That's Maria. It's gotta be. Jackson? The fuck? Wow. They nailed the look of Jackson. Wait, is this Jackson though, or is this a new place? They might have changed it for the show. Oh, it is Jackson. Jackson Festival. There's Last of Us 2 music again, dude. We never went to Jackson in the first game.
Tommy!
Oh. There he is. Reunion. Yes.
What the fuck you doing here?
looking for
I'm
you.
here to save you.
Kind of wish Tommy said, like, you got old.
Been a while since we've had a proper meal.
Actually, I don't think I've ever had a proper meal. This is fucking amazing.
Ellie, let's mind our manners.
What?
What's wrong with you?
What about her manners? She was just curious.
Was that who I think it was? Already? Dina?
I think maybe y'all got a little off on the wrong foot.
She was gonna have her guys kill us.
We gotta be real careful about who we let in this place.
Well, you got a couple of 90-year-olds shitting themselves out there.
Jesus.
Say that you leave dead bodies around?
Those are the people who tried us.
Would it be nice to have a moment here, maybe just for family?
Oh, he's got the ring on.
Maria is family, actually.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
It's just no emotion. He's completely cut off. Like, he just can't settle down, you know. He's scared of doing that.
Headshot those fuckers from a half mile out.
Can you teach me how?
Even his jacket's similar to the game. Tommy's. And sheep.
Hey, Joe, check it.
I'm on the council, democratically elected.
So, communism.
What?
I didn't like that.
It is that, literally. This is the commune. We're communists.
No way.
That's our newest one. Shimmer.
Shimmer. So beautiful.
Shimmer.
Well, I'm sure they like a shower, some new clothes.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff from the fucking second game in here. Jesus. The music, the potentially Dina, the horse.
Well, I'll take Ellie over there if you two want to catch up.
Also, she was in Walking Dead. Let's have a drink.
It doesn't seem like you age much.
You do.
You, on the other hand, thanks for still giving a shit about me. Once we get bacon, I mean, what's even left?
Yeah, the place is pretty good.
So how's Tess?
Oh,
She's fine.
why are you lying, Joel?
She's the daughter of some firefly muckety-muck. There's a payment.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, would the payment really be worth it?
Seeing as how you can headshot infected from half a mile away, which is a bunch of bullshit, by the way. What, because your wife won't let you?
Joel,
She the one who kept you off the radio?
Yeah.
they're good people.
I'm your brother.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Am I the wrong people?
Joel, I'm
Those
gonna...
things I did, Tommy, those things that you judge me for. I did those things to keep us alive.
We did those things.
If you knew the shit that I've been through, Tommy, trying to find you these last few months.
I'm gonna be a father.
What?
Maria's a few months along now.
That's different.
I guess we'll find out.
Oh,
That's all you got?
What else am I supposed to say?
Just because life stopped for you doesn't mean it has to stop for me.
losing Sarah killed him. He died that day with her. Oh, come on, dude. Kind of wish that was in the game. Like, he thought he saw someone that looked like Sarah.
Oh.
Oh, God. I like how her outfit is straight up from the game. Kevin. Oh, Kevin and Sarah. Is that what it said? So she lost someone and obviously Tommy.
It's super fucking purple.
Eggplant. Fits.
Yeah.
Shoes aren't too big.
No.
I was an assistant district attorney.
That's kind of weird because she kind of looks like Michonne. And Michonne's a lawyer.
Sorry about your kids.
Sarah was Joel's daughter. There are clearly things you don't know about Joel.
Oh, like how he used to kill people? I know about that.
Tommy was following Joel, the way you are now.
Well, maybe I'm smarter than Tommy.
Be careful who you put your faith in. Now, come on. Grab your super fucking eggplant coat.
Your super fucking eggplant coat. Jesus, what a line.
I know you're happy for me.
You don't show it.
It's complicated for you.
She's immune.
Alright, straight up tell her.
I saw her get bit myself. That was months ago. Months.
Don't go telling anyone. Maybe only Maria. But even then, that might be risky.
From the beginning.
Okay, let's just recap the last few episodes.
Tess got bit. It was her dying wish. What the hell was I supposed to do?
Don't even mention Bill and Frank.
But she had to shoot him to save me. I saw a man kill his own brother. To save her. Well, I just watched. And all I did was stand there. I was so afraid.
Jesus fucking Christ. Give Pedro Pascal all the Emmys.
My heart feels like it stopped.
He's reliving it over and over.
I've lost something. I'm failing in my sleep.
You want me to take her?
I'm just gonna get her killed. I know it. I know it. I mean, it's why you took off on me, right? To make up for the things we did. Tommy, you're the only one I trust. If anyone else sees those bites on her, what's under her skin, they'll shoot her.
Jesus. Pedro, you getting me, dude? Scene wasn't even in the fucking game either. Holy shit. Wait, no. No. Surely not.
Ellie,
I'm not doing this scene.
I came here to talk to you.
No way, you're still here. If you're gonna ditch me, ditch me.
You'd be way better off with Tommy. He knows the area better than I do.
Do you give a shit about me or not?
Of course I do.
Then what are you so afraid of? Maria told me about Sarah and...
No,
Anyway, where's the Mighty for Nice line?
you have no idea what loss is.
Everybody I have cared for has either died or left me.
Everyone fucking except for you.
Everybody fucking except for you! The truth is, I would just be more scared.
You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad.
How did that not hit me emotionally? That scene gets me in the game. Joel having PTSD is more emotional than that scene with Ellie and Joel. Like, what the fuck? That was so weird. Oh, don't... See, what I mean? Like, they're doing the flashbacks to fucking Sarah. And this is more emotional. Damn, why didn't that scene... Like, I don't know, that scene just didn't get me. I love that scene in the game. Meanwhile, that scene that wasn't even in the game, with Joel and Tommy, nearly had me bawling. Maybe that scene didn't hit as hard because it wasn't as, like desperate, in a way, like... Because in the game, like, Ellie ran off. We're not taking Shimmer, are we? Looked a bit too young.
Ready to say goodbye or something?
No,
I'm coming with you.
I came here to steal one of these horses and go.
Two.
You deserve a choice. I still think you'd be better off with Tommy.
Let's go.
Okay, general direction.
Head southeast till you hit I-25.
Can I borrow that?
What? Hell no.
Because Maria took mine, you know.
I already said yes, Joel. Adios, big brother.
Reunite with Tommy just to separate again. Interesting that they went to Jackson though.
Target's too
Huh.
small.
I made it bigger than it should.
The iconic like poster scene, right?
Doesn't aim right.
You were saying?
You dick.
Get better. It's a skill issue. The music, dude. Wait, is this the music that plays at the end of the first game? It is. What the fuck? This is too early. What?
We were called contractors.
Yeah, that wasn't in the game though. He never actually said that, right? What is that shot? That like these establishing shots, dude. Holy fuck! The university already seems a bit rushed. Wasn't expecting to get the university this episode. What?
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a singer.
You gotta sing something now.
No.
No,
Come on now.
I'm not in the mood.
I want to save the fucking world, man. That's the least you can do for me.
fair enough.
Fair enough.
Hey Joel, you took my dialogue. The fuck?
Are those monkeys?
Must be from the old labs.
Guard stations.
No guards.
There's no guards, but there's no blood either. Interesting that we just go straight into like the main entrance. In the game, we had to like climb over like some fucking. Oh no, we have to go through the side gate and then climb up a wall or something, right? I wonder if we're gonna get a stalker. Maybe this will change up the university a little bit. Or is it? Yeah, it's monkey. It's a CG monkey. Look at that.
Maybe all that research they turned into fucking monkeys.
Are we gonna find the audio recording? I'm spoiling it. Oh, maybe we'll just find a map.
All the pins lead there. Maybe get
Uh-oh. They've not got any guns. What the fuck? We stealthed out? Oh shit! Oh! Oh, that's a game takedown. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. What? He got stabbed? Oh! Why would he pull it out? This piece of the bat. Interesting that they don't have guns. Wait, is that dialogue from the game? Enemy dialogue? You motherfucker? Yeah. Why did he pull it out?
I don't know where the fuck I'm going. What the fuck I'm gonna do. Joel. Joel, please.
That's cheeky as fuck. Playing sad music. Alright, yeah, Joel's dead. Really? He got stabbed by a fucking bat? That's different from the game. What the fuck? Like, he broke the bat and then just hit him with, like, the bottom end of it. That was weird. I also feel like the whole, like, university section was rushed. But yeah, overall, good episode. A lot more happened in it than I was expecting. We got to see Jackson, Tommy, references to Part 2, characters from Part 2, and, you know, the dam was in there a little bit. We had some of the conversations from the game, and of course, we got the university scene, which is a big one, and also Joel having PTSD, which is brand new. But, like I said, I do think the university section was a little bit rushed. But I guess you could argue the university section wasn't very story-filled in the game. Like, it was similar to this, but I feel like there was more to it in the game too. Not because of the gameplay sections, but because of, like, the story itself, right? You learn that a doctor was experimenting on monkeys, right? And one of the monkeys bit him, and he turned, or something like that, or he thought he was going to turn, so he shot himself. And you had, like, a full backstory there. He left, like, a bunch of audio recordings and stuff that you could find, and, like, there was x-rays and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, the show didn't really do that well. You know what I mean? Like, they go into the university, they go into one room. Yeah, there's monkeys, and it kind of gets the message across that they were in the labs. But I think the game went more in depth with that little storyline. I guess they could have just made the university more depressing too. Like, going through the dorm rooms and then, like, there's, like, a dead student or something like that. Just to emphasise, like, yeah, shit went bad here. All that happens in the show is that they go there, find out, like, the Fireflies are in Salt Lake City, and then leave. I mean, I guess that kind of happens in the game too, but I think there's more to it in the game. Like, that you go through a bunch of dorms, you can do all that, you can pick up notes. It feels like there's a lot more of a backstory in the game for the university. In the show, it just felt like an afterthought. Like, yeah, it's just a pit stop along the way, basically. Yeah, Jackson looked like it was pulled straight from the game. Like, Joel and Ellie eating in that, like, diner room look like where that dance takes place in Last of Us 2, I think, like with the lights on top of the ceiling and shit. And potentially we may have seen Dina, which is going to be a pretty important character, probably in Season 2. I wonder if that actor's going to play Dina in Season 2. Probably not. I mean, it felt more like a stand-in role, just as like a little Easter egg. But we'll have to see, I guess. I do find it interesting that we went into Jackson, compared to the game version where we never actually enter Jackson. We see it from a distance and that's about it. In the game we actually like meet Tommy at the dam that we saw in the episode. And I do kind of wish they had some of that in there. And it's a shame we never got to see fucking Buckley the dog. Dude. It's not really a faithful adaptation then, is it, if you don't have fucking Buckley the dog? It is interesting that Tommy's having a kid, because that's completely different from the game. And I will say, Maria's role in this episode felt a little bit bigger compared to the game version. You know? Like, we actually got to see the scene with her and Ellie, where she actually tells Ellie about Sarah. In the game, like, Ellie just straight up tells Joel, like, yeah, Maria told me about Sarah. But we never got to see that scene, you know? Because obviously we play the game through Joel's perspective. But yeah, give Pedro Pascal all the Emmys. Because that scene with Tommy was so good. And it wasn't even in the game too. That's a brand new original scene. I guess there's some bits of that scene in the game where, for instance, like Joel tells Tommy that Ellie's immune. Tommy's reasoning for not wanting to go is completely fair, but I also understand Joel's side. Like, he doesn't think he can protect her, right? He failed Sarah, he's failed Tess, he failed Bill and Frank, right? Or he probably thinks he does. He failed Henry and Sam. And I like that he's a little bit more emotional, because it makes sense. In the game, he completely shuts himself off, right? But he has emotional moments in the game, absolutely. But it's very few and far between that he's emotional. In the show, it feels like he's a very different character, which makes sense. I mean, it's a different medium. They have to change up like his characteristics and stuff, but still keep the general themes there. It's also cool that we got to see that poster scene where Joel's like teaching Ellie how to shoot a rifle, which is interesting. Even though in the game, that's where he first gives her a gun. Like, the first gun he gives her is the rifle in the financial district. But yeah, it was cool to see Shimmer the Horse, which is another character in the second game. Also, the music when they first entered Jackson was straight up from the second game. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I guess it's time we get into that Ellie and Joel scene, which is one of my favourite scenes from the game, and considered one of the most iconic scenes from the game too, because it's such a pivotal moment for both characters in the game. Word for word though, I will say, like, the dialogue was pretty much the exact same, minus the thin ice line. But yeah, like, the scene didn't get me emotional. It does in the game, but the show version just didn't hit. Maybe it's because I don't feel like we've earned that scene in the show. Like, in the game, you have more time with just Joel and Ellie. In the show, we've barely had any time with them alone. Like, it's probably been, like, maybe 15 minutes, like, in, like, every episode with just them alone, right? Because, think of it like this. Episode 3 was a Bill and Frank episode, and you had some scenes with Ellie and Joel. Episode 4 was focused on, like, the Kathleen stuff with a bit of Ellie and Joel getting ambushed and shit, right? Which did take up majority of the episode, but still. Then episode 5 was, you know, they were with Sam and Henry. And then this episode, they enter Jackson. So I just don't feel like that scene's earned. Because in the game, yet again, there's a lot of gameplay sections that take up the time. So you actually spend a lot of time with Ellie in gameplay. In the game, it just felt like that Joel and Ellie scene was very earned at that point. You know, we've gone through all the events of Pittsburgh and Sam and Henry and losing Tess and stuff. Like, it's a big moment. You know, that's like the turning point for both characters, I feel like, in the game. But in the show, it just didn't hit that hard. You know? I said it in the reaction, like, the scene with Tommy hit harder. Like, in the game, like, Ellie runs away. You know, she runs away from the dam and then just finds, like, a random cabin somewhere. Right, and Joel and Tommy go after her. It felt more urgent and more, like, desperate. You know, Ellie just wanted space. But in the show, it's like, oh, she overheard Joel and Tommy. Okay. But in the game, she kind of put 2 and 2 together. It's just a shame that they didn't have that mighty thin ice line. I love that line from the game. It hits. Like, Joel, like, stopping Ellie, like, stop. You're on some mighty thin ice. Don't. But the emotion in Troy Baker's voice is so good. I don't get why it didn't hit. I love that scene in the game. I love it. It's such a good scene. I guess, like, TV shows don't hit me as hard compared to games. The one scene that really got me is obviously Sarah's death and the Joel scene with Tommy. And that's it. Bill and Frank's death didn't hit. Sam and Henry's death, while sad, didn't get me, really. Like, because I also felt like that was slightly rushed too, because it's like, you spend one episode with them. It sucks, like, Sam's a cute kid too, like, but, you know, you don't spend enough time with them, so it just, like, why should I care? You know what I mean? Like, you need to pull me in, like the game does. It pulls me in. I'm the character. I'm living in this experience with the characters, and that's how I feel. In the show, it's just like, I'm watching it. Like, I'm there for the ride, I guess. Maybe that's why I'm not as emotional. But The Walking Dead got me a few times. And Stranger Things, weirdly enough. I love this game. I love this world. And I love the story. But I don't get why one of the most iconic scenes, the scene that I love the most in the first game, didn't get me. It's baffling me. Maybe it was just how fast Bella Ramsey was delivering the lines too. Like, I feel like she was delivering the lines very fast. Like, there was no... Like, she was emotional, but I wasn't getting the feeling of that. You know? Like, the way she blurted out the lines was just like, let's get through them as fast as we can. We've got a time limit. Let's go. Right? It didn't feel like it came from the heart, in a way. Like it did with the game. Because the way Ashley Johnson delivers that line of, like, everyone fucking except for you, like, you feel it. You fucking feel it. And I guess the lighting makes a big difference too. In the show, it's so much darker. And also that mighty thin ice line. It's just, it's such a good line. I don't know why they cut it. They seem to cut, like, the best lines from the game. Where the fuck is, like, Joel saying, like, he ain't even hurt in episode 4. And the mighty thin ice line. But they have some of the more iconic lines, like Ellie talking about, like, the scientists turning into fucking monkeys. And that's from the game. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they adapt next episode, which I think is titled Left Behind, which is based on the DLC for the first game. So it should be a bit of backstory on Ellie as a character, and obviously pushing the story a little bit forward too. So I'm looking forward to that. It should be a good one. Hopefully. We'll see. Also, that scene with the couple at the beginning was so good. I don't know if we got their names in the episode, but the male character played Rainsfall in Red Dead 2, and he was so good in Red Dead 2. He was good in this also. I like the little dynamic. Like, they just didn't give a shit. I just find it interesting that they hinted at Joel's, like, tactics. Like, you give, like, the guy the map and said, like, you better point to the same place she pointed at. But I guess the biggest question that we're left off with is Joel dead? I mean, we'll have to see, but I can 100% confirm that he's a fucking dumbass. Why did he pull it out? Why did he pull out the bat? What a weird thing to get stabbed by. A fucking bat. A wooden piece of a bat. And I did find it interesting that them, like, bandits didn't have guns. Because I think they had guns in the game, I'm pretty sure, in the university section. Also, is the scene with Joel getting stabbed in the game? Yes. However, it's with fucking rebar. I did like the little choke out he did, too. Which was, like, basically from the game and snapped the guy's neck. Which I think he does that in the game, too. If you get alerted while you're strangling someone, he just snaps their neck. I'm pretty sure. Or at least in the remake, anyway. I don't know if he did that in the original game. I don't think so. Also, are them bandits still following Ellie and Joel? Like, she said they might have lost them, but you never know in a world like this. Don't forget, there's snow. They can follow the tracks. Right? Actually follow the tracks, because they're on a train track right now. Just funny. Also, how's Ellie going to get Joel out of there? Like I said, pretty good episode. I'm excited to see what Ellie does. Can she save Joel? Is he already dead? And potentially seeing Ellie's backstory next episode. Should be a good time. Or not. We'll see. But yeah, that basically wraps up the shitty review. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.